Boom, there we are, chat. Who's still here? Oh. We're fine, we're fine. Oh boy. Please. Oh, God. Chat, it might just be cooked. It might just be cooked. Unfortunately, it's not the OBS's fault for the crash. But if it doesn't come back and work, then it is partially. All right. Okay, we're good. We're back, chat. We're back like nothing happened. What happened? I had my legs out and I accidentally pulled out a cord, my Ethernet cord. Because the Ethernet cord that I use has a really bad holder part on it, so it comes out of my PC very easily. And yeah, so I basically accidentally crashed the stream. That's on me. I mean, I do have some pretty long legs, but... You almost had the like bar filled. That's the real reason I actually, yeah. That's the real reason I, ended the live stream. You guys were getting too close. You know, I'm starting to think that Bionic is the one that has the alt accounts. I don't know if I'm convinced. I don't know if I'm convinced. Holy. Uh-oh. Man. No, I'm not saying Matt specifically. I'm just saying the other ones that Matt claimed to not be. And maybe he was right all along. Maybe he was correct. Chat, you know what I really want right now? It's not open anymore, but I would kill for some Culvers. I would totally kill for some Culvers. Any Culvers enjoyers? Culvers are so good, so real. Any Culvers enjoyers? No. Dude, they just they must be genuinely like the whole concept of better ingredients, you know? SpongeBob Plays, how's it going, my dude? I'm the only YouTube viewer. Yeah, we just we accidentally crashed stream, so we just came back. Cheese curds go crazy too. I haven't had cheese curds in a hot second. Oh man, now I'm so hungry. Posture check and hydrate. Do I have In-N-Out? No. In-N-Out's more of like a West Coast thing. I'm Midwest. We have Culver's. Culver's is basically our In-N-Out. I'm not gonna lie. If there's somehow a better burger than Culver's, I think I would die. Yes, this is a solo CWL. I still can't believe, as a kid, I didn't like Culver's. And I think that's wild. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me again. I could order Taco Bell, but I am trying to really save some money right now. Chad, I can't trust it enough. We're spending a lot of money right now because of the move. And there's still like a lot of stuff that I still need to actually get from the move for the move and whatnot. So I'm trying to save some money. When am I moving? I'm moving, well, I guess before the end of May, but then I have like a week gap, and then I move again into my actual apartment. So I'm gonna have to find a place to stay for about a little over a week, and then, dude, I did a drawing. You guys want to see? I still have the drawing. Do you guys want to see the layout of my my new apartment? Dude, it's kind of nice actually. This is the drawing from yesterday. How do I zoom out? Oh, there we go. Look at this, look at this, look at this. So, how do I move this? W drawing, right? So, okay, over here is like the doorway, and then there's stairs that go upwards, right? Comes up, and then I have a half bath over here, So it's like a bathroom, but without like the shower or anything, right? So then you come in here. I have a kitchen with like a, so this is like the stove top. This is like the stove top right here, right? The oven stove top. I think there's like a fridge right here or something like that. And like there's somewhere a pantry in here. But I have this nice island with a sink, and it's like bar stools and whatnot. And I have a living room, walkout patio. I got a nice sizable bedroom with a main bath and a very, very large closet. And then these are also where the stairs are. So like if the stairs are like this way, I have a garage. I'm right on top of my garage. Dude, the apartment is fantastic. No, I live with roommates right now in my own apartment. However, this will be a fully solo apartment. So Bionic, I already read that. But yeah. Cooking stream, yeah, dude. Well, here's the thing, right? One, I don't think I will be moving for a while. I don't think I'd be moving for a while. But also additionally, I think I could set up some really good things with the apartment. I can, because I'm the only one in the apartment, dude, I could put cameras in any room I want to. I could dude, I could make it like a legitimate content apartment. Like I'm so psyched. I can really hone in on my schedule because I don't have to worry about really anyone else. I am completely fine with what I need to do in the day, which I think is fantastic. I'm not gonna have unexpected company over. I'm not gonna have I don't know. It's gonna be fantastic, chat. I've already started ramping up my my content creation, as is here, but I think at the new place. Anyone ever watch XQC? Any XQC, any juicers in chat? Basically, he has, because XQC has been streaming for forever. Buddy's been streaming for forever. And he always talks about how he has like different styles for different arcs in his life. And I feel like this is like a whole. This is my arc change. This is a different change up here. These are new opportunities, chat, and I'm excited. Excited for you. I appreciate it. I'm so hyped. Like, you guys don't know, but I fought for this apartment. I got accepted to some other apartments, but I really wanted this one, and they denied me, I think like twice or 3 times before, and then they like reconsidered and they gave it to me, so I was like, yup. Bionic, you going to sleep? Well, and the thing is too, right? So I think I'm gonna go back to my streaming schedule of Wednesdays off and Saturdays off, because I feel like that's a lot easier to maintain as a streaming schedule, and I think because I don't know if you guys have realized, but I haven't had my workout machine in here for a while. I think I could because of various different things. I think at my new apartment, I'll be able to work out so much better because, again, I won't have to be relying on other people doing different other things or myself having to do stuff or anything like that. I could really focus on my schedule. I'm so hyped. I think it's gonna be fantastic. Obviously, there's gonna be some big changes though that I'm gonna have to also have to do, but I don't know, I'm pretty excited. Actually, you know what, chat? I have a question for you guys. Would you guys rather have a dog or a cat? This is just me, but I feel like streaming is like having every day off. To a degree, yes, but there's things that you wouldn't necessarily think with streaming. And the other thing, though, too, is, streaming's a lot easier in a lot of different ways. But there's also a lot of, like, stresses that come with it that people wouldn't necessarily think of. A lot of people give up on streaming because of how much doubt. You're constantly battling yourself. There's so much doubt if you're doing the correct stuff. Dog, literally had a dog since I came out, Mom. That sentence kind of devolved towards the I don't know what that. I'm assuming you're saying dog. How much have you spent to max out your accounts? I have no idea. I could tell you I probably spent about 16 grand in total on Clash of Clans, but that's there's like a big asterisk with that. There's a big asterisk with that. Yeah. 16 grand, that's so much. Yoink. Really? Really? You couldn't throw me a bone? Get that one? Yeah. I see what it is. It's fine. No, it's really okay. Okay, this air sweeper will not go down. We are avoiding the town hall like it's the plague right now. It really is, though. If you think about it, you could have had your house. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I think literally half your messages are coming in, my guy. Good luck with the rest of your stream. Yo, Al, I appreciate you chilling in here, my dude. Oh, are you saying about 16K? Yozo, you're also going to sleep? Yo, I hope you have a wonderful night, my dude. Man, chat, we were at like 68 people. Stream crash, now we're down to 35. That's tough. How do you know how to approach and 3-star most bases? Well, I attack a ton, so I have a lot of, like, I guess, game knowledge. But specifically what you're looking for is funneling. Obviously, with your funnel, you want to get value. So, you want to try to get like the monolith or the gear tower or air defenses or anything that would obviously cause issues to your army, but that's secondary to where you want to make the funnel. This base, for example, typically you want to come in, you want to clear out a corner, and then your RC, your other heroes, will take out the other corner. So we look at corners here. We could take out the Eagle Artillery, that could be pretty solid, but more than likely, I want to take out this Rage Tower, especially because the air sweepers are also going to be kind of annoying. So if I can come in at this corner, take out this Rage Tower compartment, take out this air sweeper, I have then two options. I can either come in from the bottom with my heroes and create the funnel down here with the main army going through like this, or I can come in from the top, same thing, because assuming that this corner, right, we're going to be RC charging this corner, right? So we can either come down on the bottom, or we can come in from the top. But because of this, here's what I'm thinking. We take out the corner, right, the Rage Tower. We send in our heroes for the bottom section, try to take out the Eagle Artillery with that, and then we can kind of push towards the monolith ASAP Rocky. But again, practice makes perfect. Just learning that kind of stuff will take a little bit of time and just experience. I'm here for you, Hip. I appreciate that. I was lurking playing Clash, low-key becoming my favorite nightly activity. I've talked about this before, and I'll say it again because I think it's my favorite thing. My favorite thing is when I'm playing, like, let's say Minecraft, even Clash of Clans, or I'm playing, like, any game where it's kind of chill and I can have someone in the background. I love putting on YouTube videos, streamers, and all that kind of stuff to have background noise. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a very chilled time. If I can be that for someone, I think that is the coolest thing ever. That has always been my objective for streaming. I want to be what people can go back onto when they're playing games in the background. That's why I love lurkers. Don't get me wrong, I love chatting with you guys. So I do appreciate the people that do come in and chat. But, again, I very much, I really like being the person that people can come to, you know, and just chill out with, even if you're not chatting. Old Twitch name used to be Gary the Lurker for a reason. Now you can't. Now we can't shut him up. I used to never type in chats. Yeah, I think once people become more comfortable with things, I think that's just what happens. That also being said, we're getting completely sauced right here. Like actual full stun lock. Oh my god. Wait, that was like actual full hard-on stun lock. That's crazy. Surely we still have this, right? That might have been the most insane stun lock I've seen in a hot second. I had my entire army go in, I raged, warden abilitied, and we lost. That's insane. Speaking of Hip, you gotta get that other channel up and running. Are you talking about like the one where I do reruns? It is already up. I don't know how, I don't know yet. I think I need to figure out a few more things. But hopefully soon. No way I lose this. Hold on, I need to see what happened here, because that might have been straight the craziest stun lock ever. Unless? No way. Oh my lord. Hold on. Before I start crashing out, I need to see this. I gotta see this here, because this was a perfect execution. I need to know what went wrong here. I need to know what went wrong here. Like, you're telling me this somehow goes wrong. That's actually the most insane stun lock. That is insane. In literally 5 tiles, they took out 9 dragons. That's insane. That's insane. And they're not even maxed out defenses. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's crap. Wow. I can't believe I just got bent over like that right there. That's a tough one. What's up, Dude and I? Can we get a shout out for Dude and I? Dude and I, are you streaming tonight? Streaming right now? Alright, well, we can try this again here. Hopefully we can do a little bit better. Well, who won the prediction? What do you mean? I think that was our first loss so far. Let's just assume that nothing happened. Hopefully that doesn't happen some more. My CWL will switch over in mid-stream, so I got lots of war to do. Solid, solid. As long as someone doesn't redeem a thing, I'll raid ya. Wait, Galaxies already did? Wait, for what? I must have missed it? I still don't see it. Come on, no skins? What do you mean? Where are the hero skins? Also, I didn't even realize I pressed start. This is an alt account. This account is pretty much free to play. Gave a shout out, yo, big dubs. Time to fall asleep to Queso losing money gambling. Wait, what? Does he have a sponsorship? Did it minus 299 win the prediction? Oh, yeah, Gavin, you did, but you shouldn't have won that. Actually, you're lucky that I made a massive mistake. You should not have won that. What town halls would you recommend the RC Invis walk? Town Hall 13 plus. Yeah, you put 1 coin. You shouldn't have gotten those points. Even though you did technically predict correctly, you shouldn't have gotten those points. Level 1 wizard? I guess. I see, I see. How many trophies is your main? I want to say 5-3 right now, maybe. $5,300. It's my second day back in the Legends though, and I don't attack off rip. Do you recommend RC walk, Tunnel 13, all the way to Tunnel 15? You could 100% totally do that. My main is 2269. Oh, I could have gotten attacked. I don't remember what it was. Maybe, though. Oh, 5269. Yeah. My reverse psychology paid off. Yeah, I definitely lost a bit, but again, regardless, you shouldn't have gotten those 1 coins. It do be what it do be, though. That's my mistake. Unfortunately, people are gonna be having issues with it. Do you have max spaces, or do you only tactically rushed? Well, I tried to have a max town hall at every town hall level. If you're asking if my main is maxed, no, because there was an update literally like, what, a week ago that added new stuff in. Is the king pointless to use at that town hall? Definitely not. Just this attack strategy. Can you review my base? If you read correctly, sure. Are you liking no training times? I think it's fantastic. I am shocked that so many people had so many issues there with it before for some reason. But, ooh, this could be spicy. But I think, I'm hoping people are now seeing that it's pretty solid. Should I rush Town Hall 13 or max Town Hall 12? I say play however you want. But if there's one that you should rush, I would say Tunnel 12 is definitely very acceptable, very valid. Tunnel 12 is my least favorite Town Hall. Well, this could be a problem for him. Oh boy. This could be a huge problem for him. Uh-oh. Dude, the furnaces are so dirty. The furnaces are so dirty. I love the furnaces. Furnaces on defense are so dirty. Oh, he's going for the blimp strat now. I mean, he could still get this potentially. There's the blimp. There's the invis. He hasn't popped his ability yet, so things are just getting shredded right now. He might still get this, though. Ooh, that king is insane. Oh, but the tornado trap! But the tornado trap! Ooh, good freeze, good freeze. Dude, I think he still gets that. That's insane. Time? Maybe a time fail, chat? I don't know. I don't think so. This might be a triple still. Tunnel 12 absolutely sucks. Real. Eh? Nah, time fail, right? Yeah, definitely a time fail. Dude, the invis, I'm telling you, chat, if you're in lower leagues for clan war, I'm telling you, invis is the play. Invis can just cause so much chaos. If people don't know how to attack invises really well, invises can cause so much chaos that, like, it's so good for these. Wasted enough time where I was able to hold off. $30 accounts to attack. It's not too bad. It's not so bad that I actually made another war with another 15 accounts in it. How many Tunnel 17s do you have, my guy? I have, I believe, 28. I think. Is that Eagle Artillery gonna survive? Oh, okay. Dang, she just juked me. She said, I'll go there. No. What? No. You thought? I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, nope. I just wasted a spell, yeah. The RC completely juked me out. I have 7 accounts and can't keep them up. That's completely fine and completely reasonable. There are like legit weeks where I don't upgrade anything on any of these accounts, but I don't have to. Rushing is that OP. Keep trying to tell people, but people are stuck in their own ways. Their old ways equal rushing equals bad. I'm a rush tunnel 13. What I do use for battles. Upgrade only dragons. If you're very desperate, you can upgrade just E-dragons, but E-dragons I don't think are the play. All you really have to do is upgrade dragons on their own. And upgrade your offense. So army camps, clan castle, stuff like that. Upgrade offense. You always want offense as much as possible. Do raid weekend. Save up your potions, your hero potions, your power potions, use those in dire situations like CWL or a very high stakes war or something like that. And you should be completely fine. Earned yourself a follower. Welcome to the group, my guy. Why use the siege barracks over the log launcher or something? Log launcher doesn't get that much value. Siege barracks also has the added benefit of having one or two P.E.K.K.A.s, which can help tank for like the Queen and the RC, which is very solid. Do you have to pay for a base review? You don't have to at all. Both platforms have free ways. If you're on the purple website, type !BR. If you're on TikTok, you can type !review. You mad rushed, bro? You think so? Wait. Is he? For real? Chat, we gotta write that one down. Hold on. We gotta write that one down. This is news to me. I thought I was maxed out. I thought I was maxed out here, chat. I didn't realize I was rushed until someone said it. My eyes have been opened. We're here to enlighten you. I appreciate it. I got the knowledge on me now. I thought he was maxed the whole time. See, that's what I was thinking too, my dude. I don't... What are we stuck on in here? Wait a minute. If I'm rushed and I'm taking down a max Town Hall 15 here... Are you sure? You sure you guys aren't pulling my legs? Ooh, War Legend. Wait, how many gems is that? Is that 250? 250. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see right there. Hip definitely isn't rushed. See, that's what I'm saying, right? I'm definitely maxed out. I agree. Yep. All right, I think we applied it pretty thick there. I think we did our job. Holy rush? Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. How many accounts do you have? 54. You know what? I'm gonna play this really stupidly, okay? I'm feeling romantical on this base. I don't have arrow. Okay. Chat, I totally thought I had arrow. That's definitely gonna shake things up here. We're gonna get spicy. See, now that's what we call an oopsie. You know, I was very confident. I was definitely just gonna sauce an arrow through the middle of this base. I don't have skeletons. I'm trying to think of ways that I can attack this here. Guess we're gonna have to get creative. Chat, who thought I was gonna swag my RC ability? Maybe I still won't. Nah, we still can. Who thought I was gonna swag my RC ability on this attack? But don't worry, chat. I'm rushed. I'm rushed, so it doesn't matter. What's the best attack strategy to use for the Royal Champion? This exact strategy I just used. Hydrate? Got you. Your rush, it doesn't count real. Invalid, actually. What's up, Zeno? Did I just miss something? You have to be max because my base doesn't look like this. See, that's what I'm saying, right? They're like, some people are saying I'm rushed, but I'm starting not to believe them. Chat, type 1 if you think I'm maxed out. Type 2 if you think I'm rushed. Because, like, I don't know. Gary, I thought you were watching Queso. That's a yoink. Bro, what's up with the new attacking system? What do you mean? I have heard a lot of compliments on my playlist, and I always appreciate hearing more. Yeah. No, my RC didn't make it. That's gonna be an issue for later, unless we can get this town hall down ASAP, Rocky. Nope. Ah. Minion, I'm gonna need you to look a little bit to the left. A little bit more to the left. Just a smidge. Okay, perfect. You are a max for a Town Hall 13, so they're wrong. That's what I'm saying, right? I still don't know what you mean by the new attacking system. I just hate how you don't have to work for or wait for your troops, so what's the point in the game now? So you think because there's no training time, there's literally no purpose in the game anymore? That's what you're going off of? You played specifically for the training time, not the upgrades, not nothing. You specifically got on. You're like, I can't wait for my troops. That's the purpose. I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. That's all good. I guess re-say it, because I think I might be missing a point here. I just feel weird about it. That's completely fine. If you're not a huge fan of it, I mean, that's your opinion. I don't think this changes anything in the negative, personally. Realistically, the only thing that this really changes is it makes walls easier to get. Which I think a lot of people have complained about for the longest time. You ever look at any Clash of Clans video, people are super over the top about, oh, make walls cost a limb, you know, have 20 gems per whatever. Perks! W. 100k raffle, brother. I appreciate the 5 months, my dude. People have complained about walls for so long that they finally made it. They made a system that walls are easier to get and everything else stays the same. And people found a way to complain about it. And I think that is the saddest thing ever. I also think it's really funny too. The Clash of Clans community has also complained about not being able to improve their heroes by not upgrading. So they added equipment where you can upgrade your heroes without having to put them down, and people have complained about that probably the most. Getting attacked every 30 minutes? Are you logging on, doing one attack to get rid of your shield, and then logging off? Because I would imagine, yeah, that's probably not the way you'd want to be playing. Remember when you had to pay to train troops? I do remember that. I will say, actually, I do miss that to a certain degree. I think overall, I guess it makes sense, and I think it's a pretty solid thing. The reason why I don't like it, or like I slightly miss it, is because of specifically there was strategy in this way about going about training cheap troops in order to farm cheaply. I guess you could almost say the same thing about, like, training time, but I don't know if it works the same way. Like, when they removed training cost, again, huge positives, I'm not saying that there wasn't, but that basically killed Barch. Barch's whole purpose was being a very cheap but good farming strategy. And I feel like that having that layer of cost effectiveness was kind of cool to a degree, but I think obviously the benefits are still significantly better for not having it. Okay, so I don't have arrow on this one, chat. Gotta be careful about that. Barch was crazy back then. See, that's what I'm saying, right? I like that layer of strategy. I don't think that same thing necessarily applies to removing training time, but maybe. Maybe for some people. Nah, that tornado trap, that's tough. By the way, this is a Town Hall 15 attacking a Town Hall 16. I literally did like 64 attacks in a session, filled my storages 4 times, and got a bunch of walls done. And I think that's awesome. I don't understand where, like, I understand people's frustration is they think that loot is too easy to get, which I would say it's easier for sure, but the only thing that that does is makes wall grind easier. You're still going to fill up your storages, you're still going to have to wait the same amount of time you did before for your upgrades. It does not change that aspect of it. The only thing that changes is walls. Once you get walls done, you're going to be sitting on a billion resources that you can't do anything with. Which is the same case prior. Almost at Tunnel 12. Other than Archer Towers, I rushed from Tunnel 10 to 12 during Hammer Jam. Do you recommend me getting started on getting all Super Troops? Guess it's up to you, really. I don't think Super Troops are necessarily fantastic. Sneaky Goblins maybe can be pretty solid just because you can farm ridiculously quick with it. Super Wall Breakers are always pretty solid. But I don't know if you need literally anything else, Super Troop-wise. Listening while I'm falling asleep. I'll try not to scream into the mic. Interesting. Do I want to go in towards the Eagle or the Monolith? I think I might go Eagle. Yeah. Yeah. I was playing late last night. Hold on. I was playing late last night and started looking for lives I used to watch all the time. Apparently there's not a lot of late night Clash streamers that are English, specifically, I should say. But there are more. Actually, I think there's more and more recently. I do have arrow on this account, right, chat? Did we make sure on that? I don't want to have another issue as last time. Nice. Why are we spacing out as far as possible right now? Maybe the other side was the play, chat. And maybe not. He's locked in? What happened? I had to make sure I tripled. When you redeem an attack showcase, do you put it in your Discord? You could, if you're not in the main clan, or in any clans. Otherwise, you could join one of the clans. Like, Zegadon 5, I believe, is open to anyone. I don't recommend anyone joining this clan because it's not like a clan, it's more of a holding place for my alt accounts, but... yeah, I mean, if posting it in the Discord is easier, you totally do that. I owe TikTok a base rating. Alright. Someone sauce me your code, and I'll take a look. You know what? Well, first person I see, I'll do. See who's on top of it. Who's ready. Who's ready. First code I see in TikTok will get a base rating. What's up, Ranger? How you doing, my dude? Alright. I don't know what that username is, but buddy got it first. Okay. Tunnel 14, brand new. Ooh. Ooh. Chad, do I use the line? Do I do it? Do I say it? Nah, I don't know. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give this a review based off of it being Town Hall 14. I do understand that you are a Town Hall, like a maxed out Town Hall 13, I think. But because you're a Town Hall 14, I have to give the baseline review as a Town Hall 14. I think I'm going to give this... I think I might give this, currently, a 6 out of 10. Fully maxed out. I think I'd probably give it like an 8. Currently, though, the reason why that rating is like that is because you have a lot of holes in your base. You have at least 2. The clan castle, I think, is very easily to lure out. And I feel like your base, which can be a good thing, is very lopsided. You have your Eagle Artillery and your 2 key defenses on one side of the base. Don't get me wrong. That can get pretty saucy. Asymmetrical base designs can really throw off people on how they attack because one side is inherently a lot stronger than the other. But one Warden Boy could really cause some issues. So I'm going to give this currently a 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10 fully maxed out, and then if you fix the walls, you can get a different rating. Maybe a little bit better. It is a copied base design though, so I can't give it a 10 out of 10. I actually don't think that base is horrible, Gavin. Why does it seem like my TikTok isn't updating? What's up, meh? Maybe there's anti-spam protection. Interesting. Chat, for the people that are spamming their codes, read above my head. It tells you everything you need to know. Oh, I missed the back end one. That's tough. That was a terrible Warden ability, but I think it'll be fine. BRB, gotcha. You do one review and the army of codes comes flooding in after. It's funny to watch, yeah. Well, people love base reviews, and I actually think I might re-implement doing free base review nights every once in a while. Because I do think, I don't mind looking at bases, and I think genuinely, if I did a free base review night, I'd maybe do it more closer to what I just did, instead of like the deep dives that I do on certain bases, because I think I could churn through bases a lot quicker, and I'm not spending like 15 minutes on a base, you know? Which I have definitely seen myself do. Sometimes the deep dives go a little long. Geo, brother, I appreciate the heart me. I want to add like a notification sound for heart me's. How's your day? Well, we're kind of cooking. We're kind of cooking. Can't complain. How was your day, my guy? Oh, we're back to this base, huh? Should go for the, oh, perfect. Oh, this base is actually, kind of hefty. Got some pretty solid upgrades, I can't lie. Oh, nice little hidden Tesla there. Maybe we can pick off the monolith potentially. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. A yoink. Bro, you need to upgrade other things other than the town hall? Why? Why do I need to? I gotta know. I gotta know. Bless me with this knowledge here. I'm ready to hear it. I am ready and waiting to hear this knowledge. Because I don't know, I feel like I did pretty solid there. Why do you use the siege barracks with your air attacks? Because I'm not using it necessarily with the air section of my attacks. I do still have ground heroes, and if I can support them slightly, they can do a lot better, right? So I'll take a good section of the base, right? And then I will support my heroes with the siege barracks being like the queen. It will also, it helps set up the funnel a lot more, so my troops are not getting swept around. Just use your creator code. Yo, brother, do you have a screenshot of that? I did implement something called the wall of codes, or code wall or something in the Discord. Basically, if you take a picture of you using my code, you will forever be put in there. How do you feel about the 90-day auto upgrade feature? I believe it's only like 35 now. I don't think it's 90. I think it's fine. It's slow. It's very slow. But I think it's fine. I think it's a treat for people that are inactive. You know, gets them back in. How does the giant help with the archer? I implemented it specifically on my main account. It tests for hidden Teslas popping up or stuff, and it tanks for the queen a little bit, so she doesn't get like focused very heavily by defenses. So you place the giant in front of the queen. The queen can kind of line up perfectly. She gets a little bit of tanking, and if there's a hidden Tesla, you can kind of react to it a little bit faster, so you're not shooting an arrow off into La La Land. Been off TikTok from the breakup, and I'm hella sad. You went through a breakup, my dude? I'm sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that, my guy. How long of a relationship was it, if you don't mind me asking? Are you rushed? Yes. 3 years? Oof. That's really tough, my dude. That's a rough one. What do you recommend for Tunnel 13 attack? This exact attack strategy you can use, except for obviously you'd have to switch up a little bit for the spacing and the, obviously you wouldn't have pets, but. Brother, stream's always here if you ever want to talk, my guy. That's tough, that's tough. How have I been? I've been doing alright. I've actually been very solid recently. Which way will she go? Okay. Perfect. Hydrate? Can do after this attack. You know, I'm really curious about that dude's advice. Brother came in blessing me with advice, but then he never followed up. I didn't place my giant in first that time. Ooh, chat, guys, get your codes ready. We got another base rating after this one. This one will be a random one. Oh, I didn't get my minion prince in? He's probably a good thing to put in here, yeah? Probably be good if I added him into the fight. Please don't get distracted out here. Brother, please, please. My minion prince just went on a journey. But the one time I wasn't, I chucked all the drama I felt back onto her. Like you didn't trust her kind of thing, or what? Alright, well, we got about 6 more? 6 more, chat. I can count, don't worry. 6 more attacks to do. But we do owe TikTok a base review first. Yeah, I got that, I get that. But you saying, like, you didn't trust her because of past relationships or something? Or was it not just, it wasn't, like, trust? Alrighty. I will pick a base in 5 seconds here. So post your codes and I'll choose one, whatever I see when I first look up at my screen here, okay? I will pick one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. Nathan. It's actually Lil Ant, but Lil Ant asked me a question about Town Hall 11. So Nathan was the first person I saw after. Alright. Okay, interesting. This is a old base design, and definitely an altered version. This is an anti-2 turned into an anti-3. Interesting. Air sweepers are pretty alright. Brother's got a hole in his base. Okay. Arrow value from like over here or over here could be kind of rough. I think you could probably, on the correct angle, hit air defense, sweeper, air defense. Okay. As long as you didn't do something dumb, like put your hidden Teslas in these sections here, I don't think this is a bad base. Again, it's a copied design, but I don't think I've ever seen this variation. I feel like what he did was probably unique, would be my guess. Typically the town hall's in the center here. It's actually not that bad. Obviously, he still has a few upgrades to do left at Town Hall 16. Air defenses being one that he should probably get done pretty soon here. But he's upgrading his key defenses. He might actually be... He actually might be pretty new, actually. Like a week or two into this bad boy. He still has a lot of upgrades to do. I'll give this an 8 to 8.5 currently. I kind of like this. I think the spacing's fine. I think the ring effect is huge. Clan Castle's in a really good position. Arrow value, I think, could be a little bit slightly potentially better. Because, like, I think coming in from the top here and taking out 2 air defenses, I think you'd completely whiff these air sweepers. But coming in from, like, the side here, I think you could definitely get 2 of them. And maybe that's something you can maybe, hopefully, maybe fix. But I don't know. As long as you don't have the hidden Teslas in those dead spaces, I think this would be. I'll give this currently a 7.5 because you have a hole right here. You fix that hole, I'll give it an 8. Fully maxed out, I'll give this like a 9.5, roughly around there. I like that. What is the creator code for? So if you're ever gonna buy anything, whether that's the gold pass, any of the cosmetics or anything, on the top right, TikTok, you guys can't see it, it's cut off. You can put in, it looks like a C. You can put in my creator code. HippusLC, just my username. And if you purchase anything, it doesn't change any of the prices or anything like that, but you can, it gives me 5%. Supercell gives me 5%, which helps support me massively. You think you'll ever max out all of your accounts? That is the game plan. And then there's even a game plan after that. It's crazy because I don't think... Someone would probably see this space and think that I have no plans, but I think I have probably more plans for Clash of Clans than even the average player. Then even after this, I have a crazy plan for all these accounts after the fact. So we're playing this until 50. I don't think it'd take that long, to be honest. I think there'll be a time in the next, I'll say 2-ish years, that you'll probably look down at this and you'll be like, holy crap, do you remember when you had all these being rushed? I'll be here the whole time. I've told people this ever since I started streaming 4 years ago. I said, if you drop a follow now, you can get in the early stages. I will never give up on streaming. And I think anyone that wants to be part of that journey, I think is really cool. I will always be here. Can you picture yourself saying Town Hall 19? Yes, 100%. I could easily see Town Hall 24, maybe even 25. I remember hearing, I think it was like 2 years ago, that they had plans up till Town Hall 20, I want to say. And this was 2 years ago. A little fun fact, they have increased the team at Supercell for Clash of Clans specifically over like the last year or so. So I think it's looking pretty promising that Clash of Clans will be around for a very long time. And if they keep making plays, I think the last several updates that they've been doing have been insanely good. So again, I think it looks very promising. I don't think anyone would have to worry about this game going anywhere anytime soon. Should get to a point where buying a pass grants removal of upgrade time. I don't think that would ever happen. no, my queen. Oh, what a split. King, I'm gonna need you to... King, if you don't come back in here, bruh, they're gonna die off. Okay, sorry, my Warden. I seen King. Warden, Bucko, please. Okay, or stick on the outside. That's cool too. That was a bad funnel on my part for sure, but holy, that's tough. Really? Should be fine. I don't think we're tripling this, unfortunately, Chad. This might be my second fail. I was really hoping to go for the air defense there. He's attacking everything other than the air defense here. This air defense is literally the only thing that could be a... nice. We need this air defense down. Okay. Now it's just a time issue. You think accounts will... brother, don't talk about terms of service stuff. I will have to remove you if you continue. Can you rate my base, bro? Meh. Unfortunately, you gotta stick to it, my guy. Unfortunately, I gotta stick with the thing there. How do you get so many accounts? I made them. Here's the thing. Not only do I have a literal 4 years of video proof of me, even on stream, making majority of my accounts, but you can also look at the XP levels of all of them. You can see that I pretty much do the same thing on pretty much all of them. Some of these aren't my, like Mars isn't my account here. But 107, 106, 105, 105, 105, 104, 104, 103, 103, 102, 102. They're all the same level because I do these same upgrades on pretty much all of them. What's wrong about my question? It's against terms of service, what you're talking about for Supercell. Do you rush them? Maybe. Not all of the accounts I made on stream, because obviously I wasn't streaming when some of my accounts were made. Because some of them are really old, but... I would say a majority of my 54 accounts were made on stream, and they were named by stream. Is it worth engineering a Tunnel 13 into a Tunnel 14? Or how would you go about it? Personally, if it's not your main account, I think rushing as much as possible is the best way to play the game. What's up, Smacks? Also, Smacks, I think you use text-to-speech a lot, right? I just found out that text-to-speech wasn't working this entire time, so it's now fixed. No, I didn't even know it wasn't working, because I could hear it the entire time. Okay, I don't know about that one. I might have to pull the protractor out on that one right there. I could hear it every single time. So, it's fixed now. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Someone please remind me to take off the rage gem on this account. Chat, I might fail that. I might fail this just because of that. A really good chance. I think I did that. I did that for farming purposes, I'm pretty sure. I still yet. I even said the same thing yesterday when I did this attack. Disgusting. All right. I'm convinced to keep certain defenses at a low level, but upgrade... Oh, engineering doesn't... You mean like that. Engineering doesn't really change too much. You have to do some extreme stuff, too. Hip, help. I'm upgrading my town hall during CWL, so don't have the Eagle artillery. Okay. Make a base where it doesn't... You don't have to worry about the Eagle artillery. Yeah, you might have to put in some elbow grease, my guy, and you might have to make your own design. What? Oh yeah, thank you for actually just asking that question. Healing tome. Healing tome. There we go. I think I might make a video on Rage Gem versus Healing Tome, because I think a lot of people love Rage Gem, and believe me, I was one of you guys. And it's still really good on very certain armies, but there's a reason why Healing Tome. Or well, there's I guess like a thing that I follow. Ooh, double invis. Oh, this base. Interesting. Alright, I might try my thing again. This base is spicy. This base is spicy. It's been a hot second since I've run into it. If it works, it's fantastic. If it doesn't, it's kind of a yikes. So we're running a little wild here. Tornado trap isn't really fun to get into right off rip. Wow. We just hit like 90 bombs right there. Alright, let's try this here, chat. Alright, let's save the queen now. Queen might still go down. Yep. She got clobbered. Alright. Let's get even wilder here, yeah? Would you recommend all of your dragons instead of a few dragons and dragon riders? Yes, I would recommend full dragons. Dragon riders are alright, but I think the mass power of dragons is significantly better. They're super tanky, they're very strong, and with dragon riders, even though yes, you're going for defenses, they tend to go in front of things. I've been telling the guys in my clan that. What? Oh, Healing Tome over Rage Gem. A lot of people like Rage Gem, and I completely understand why. And Rage Gem can work if you have healers within your army. Like, I'm talking like Root Riders. If you're using like Super Witches, if you're using Throwers, things that have healers for the main army, Super Bowlers, Rage Gem works better because you're raging up the healers, which do the healing, right? But with the dragons, you don't have healing, so you need to get healing somewhere. You could do spells, but a lot easier is just the tome. You wanna watch my CWL hit? Sure. A base review? All right, Grinch. We can do that after Smax's hit. Ooh, my base is kind of doing pretty solid. I just went to Tunnel 13. What equipment do I use for the Royal Champion? Depends on what you're using, but I would recommend if you can get your hands on Double Epic. I think that's very solid. Oh, he's doing the Yeti strat. The fact that this evolved from an accidental troop launch caused an entire meta to be formed. One that was there before the troop was introduced, but because that troop was introduced, completely changed the meta, which is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. This looks kind of scary, though. I know you still have your RC, but I don't know. You don't have your Warden ability. The Rage just popped. A little freaky. You're getting frozen right there too, which is not great. I guess you still have Queen ability. Ooh, good. I think that was a Ice Golem freeze. That was huge. There's the RC up on top. Just getting attacked. What do you have for ability? You have Spear. You should be fine. Probably pop. Yep. Good spear pop. I think he's cooked. All right. I think he's got it. He's cooking. Very, very solid. I gotta sneeze. I think we're fine. It's actually really, really good. I think Nizzy is the only person that has an attack left, and as long as he triples, I think we are guaranteed a win on this CWL day. Yep. If he triples, we're guaranteed, which is kind of insane, because if Master of Souls didn't 1-star, we're literally going perfect completely across the board. Wait, we lost the first day? I guess yeah. Oh yeah, because we had the 1-star here as well. I used 3 P.E.K.K.A.s, 6 Yetis, and pray my funnel works with 3 gems and a freeze. For what Town Hall? Oh, a Town Hall 13? Ooh. I probably wouldn't use that. If you're gonna use Yetis, I'd probably do like Super Archers or Super Wizards behind them. Why do you have so many accounts? I play this game a lot. yeah, chat, raid weekend started, right? I might have to start cooking on that. What attack strategy for Tunnel 13? You can literally use this exact same attack strategy. Other than obviously pets and I guess the housing space a little bit. But you can pretty much use the exact same attack strategy. Even down to the equipment. Is high level heroes worth it? 100%. Goes for the art. Should go for the minion prince. Okay, please, yeah. Take out the minion prince if he's going to be that much of an issue. Well, that's just tough. I use Blimp for Tunnel instead of Barracks. There is someone in my clan that is ranked. I think he ended today ranked 4th in the or 14th in the world. He swears by the Blimp strategy. Personally, I don't know if I follow it, but you take his advice. He really enjoys it. This is looking a little rough, chat, I'm not gonna lie. Poison kind of did a little bit of work. I feel like I don't know if I was very impressed with the RC value. I think this might be another fail. Kind of having to help the queen out because the queen's not doing much on her own. It's unfortunate. I think the queen needs a damage increase. I think as of right now, chat, I think this is the second fail. So I don't think I can fail any more. Or I think I lose. Queen used to be OP, true. Now I hate her. Queen is probably my least favorite hero in the main village. The only reason why she's redeemable, she has the arrow. But I also didn't have maxed out equipment and even remotely close to it, so that also could have made a huge difference. Actually, I could have totally upgraded my equipment. Dang, I could have totally done better. Chat, I'm just throwing. I was just throwing there. What's up, Miss Free? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeti witches with bats and freeze and 6 bat spells. I have seen that too. Oh, base review, true. Alright, let's do that real quick here. A little base review. This one is a little bit of a deep dive. Alright. Ooh. I'm gonna say 8.5 off a rip. This is an extremely, maybe not an extremely common, but a relatively common base design. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. I take it back a little bit. I have seen variants of this base where there's air defenses in a line with these air sweepers, and that's a huge issue. This one's a little bit better. Your air defenses are in better positions. I will say, I think for lower Legend League, I think this is probably a monster for low Legends. I can see a lot of people messing up. I've even messed up on the space from time to time. The pathing can get kind of weird with it. However, I do think truly double invis bases are still kind of the weakest of the groups. But if you're going against people that this would probably be a CWL monster, to be honest with you. Even though it is copied, it could be a CWL monster. Just because invis towers do work really well in that. Rage bases are the best. They can be. Double poison can also be really, really strong in certain circumstances. I don't know if there's really much to say about this base. I don't know if there's much I can deep dive. This is a better variant. Like I was saying, the air defenses are not in a line with the air sweepers. Multi-gear tower's in a really good spot. Clan Castle's the most centralized you can be, which is huge. You do have a hole here. I don't know if that's intentional. You could probably move the builder hut back a little bit to probably prevent RC charges from hitting that. Yeah, not my favorite base design. I've attacked it many times. There's not really much. I'll give it an 8.5 because of the hole. I'll give it a 9 fully maxed out. Again, I think it's an alright base design. I think against people that don't know how to handle invis bases, I think this would probably crush and not get tripled, but once you know how to handle invis, or you have like a giant arrow or something, I think this base kind of falls apart a bit. Unfortunately, that's not as much of a deep dive than I wanted to, but it is a nicely built base. There's nothing inherently necessarily wrong with it. It's a really good double invis base, probably maybe even arguably the best double invis base currently on the game right now. But double invis I think is a little rough, unless you're going against people that would struggle against it. I have a ring double poison base that I personally like better. Just wanted to hear your thoughts. Honestly, low-key, on one of these accounts, I probably should put that kind of base design, just because, again, I'm in Crystal 1, so I did start doing a ton of invis bases, because, again, double invis, or even just rage invis, can go kind of insane. And I probably should just get more variants as much as possible. But I don't know. I've been waiting for a while. Jackson, how about I help you with this? There are massive letters. I'm talking huge, humongous letters above my head that tells you exactly how to get a base review. And if you've been waiting for a while, that's kind of on yourself. Massive. They're pretty large, I ain't gonna lie. Do you have the dragon scenery? I do. I also have the snake scenery. Actually, I've given away, I think it was 4 or 3 of those dragon sceneries. And those snake sceneries, I forget how many snake sceneries I gave away, but it was a lot. Wyatt, I'll say the same thing to you, my guy. Massive letters. Humongous. The letters above my head that tell you exactly what you need to do. Dare I even go, they're pretty gargantuan. You know, if you want to go Town Hall 15 walls for the aesthetic pieces, I say go for it. Walls don't matter at Town Hall 17, so... You know, they could look kind of solid. I do not have arrow on this account. That is an issue. That is a issue. Alexa, party lights. Oh, I already had them. Okay, stun is going a little insane right now. Holy, how off course can we get in one thing here? Okay. I'm just trying to swag as many spells as I can on this attack. That's what I'm running for on my main. Fair enough. Walls are really easy to grind right now, but again, walls do not matter at Town Hall. Actually, I don't even think that there was a single wall broken on this attack. Yeah, I think we literally gutted the entire base without breaking a wall. And that's where Town Hall 17, it doesn't matter. Alright, chat, we have one last attack. It is the top base here. Now, if I fail this, chat, doubters win. If I triple it, the believers win. It comes down to this singular attack. Oh, I forgot I'm using the yeeters. Oh, I could switch them, but I think this makes it more dramatic. I think we stick with the yeeters, chat. Oh boy. Do we stick with it? Chat, for the drama, do we stick with it? What's the base that we run up here? I don't know, Chad. Ooh. Alright. Chad is saying, yeet it out. Alrighty. This is 4 prediction here. Whoa, 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 whoa! What in the hell focused my warden there? Dude, why is my warden getting targeted? Alright, hold on, hold on. Dude, oh my god, get off my warden, you absolute creep. Oh my god, is it on it again? What the hell? Alright, this expo is actually paid off. Actual paid off expo. Can't convince me otherwise. It's fine, we still triple, but oh my god, that expo. That expo was just like, had a hard-on for my warden right there. It was weird. It's crazy. It's crazy out here, chat. Whew. Alright, there's the 88 chat. We are currently... So they're 10 attacks down. They could get 30 more trophies. So they could push ahead of me, actually. Alright. Event complete. What? Okay. Alrighty, chat. Let's pay out prediction. TikTok, get your codes ready. Get your codes ready, and we'll do it. We'll do that little base review. Will I get 88 stars or more? I did get 88 stars, so believers are getting paid on that one. Yes, light work. It was close though. Maybe it shouldn't have been that close. That 99% is still a little tough to swallow on that one. Alright, TikTok, post your codes. I will choose one randomly. The first one I see in 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang, Tom. Tom was literally... Okay, he's literally the only one that posted it. Alright, well, that makes it simple. Okay, okay. Could this be the best WWE base design ever? Could this be the best one ever? I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty slick. That's pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie. Visually, 10 out of 10. Defensive-wise... Unironically, defensive-wise, I actually don't think this is that bad either. I might give this like a 7.5 to 8 on defense, actually. Too many holes? I think it's only one. I mean, it's a very large one, but I think it's only one. Actually, low-key, you know what's actually really cool about this base design that I didn't even think about? If someone attacks through the middle, it's actually a brawl in the center. Which is kind of sick, actually, when you think about it. If you attack through the center, you have the heroes jumping in from the sides, right? And you have a ton of brawls going on. That's kind of sick, actually. Oh no, there is actually multiple holes. That's kind of cool. actual W base. And if, you know, chat, if you guys are going to buy any of these sceneries or skins, you guys can use code HIPPUSLC in the shop before purchase, and, I mean, you guys can help support me. As a new player, how can I find an active clan? You just saying that in my streams will probably get people to ask you if you want to join. But otherwise, you can always join my Discord, or the official Clash of Clans Discord, or even just Reddit, and you can find bases like that, or even just in-game. The obstacles make the base, to be honest. Oh, 100%. The red carpet looking thing goes right into the center with the money in the bank. Yeah, and then you got the lights on the outside. Oh, 100%. I'm top 10 global. Well, I know Unknown Burrito. So I don't know. Global is fast. I agree. I believe you, my guy. Congrats, my guy. Big dubs. Big dubs. Alrighty, that being said, chat, I think it's time. I think it's time. Ups and downs on stream. You know, we disconnected by accident. That's on me. But I think it's time. Chat. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. We're going to raid the dude and I'm going to be calling stream. Very much appreciate you guys always for coming around. Every night, you make my nights fantastic. I appreciate you all, and especially the people that are helping support me through subbing, or even just sticking around and spending time. You guys are fantastic. I am calling stream right now. I will be live tomorrow with some more content, more Legends, more CWL hits, and I think I got something kind of spicy for tomorrow, actually. With this account in particular, I want to do, I've kind of talked about this before, I want to switch up my content from maybe less skill-based stuff to more fun-based things. And I think this account will be the one that starts it off tomorrow. So I hope you guys can make it. I appreciate everyone that can. Obviously, join the Discord, drop the follow. If you guys haven't already, I appreciate everyone a part of my community. Moko stream when? We could do that. I did actually figure out how to make a name that I think is viable for me. But that being said, have a wonderful night. Until tomorrow. Good night, y'all.